Hi, this is Franklin Jino, Assistant Professor in the Department of Information Technology, V.S.B. Engineering College, Karur. So now I am going to see the topic that is ethics and AI. So the first unit that is covered some of the topics, that is definition of morality and ethics. So impact on society, human psychology, legal systems, environment and the planet, impact on trust. So these are the topics which are covered for the first unit, that is introduction. So the objective of this unit is students are able to understand about the morality and ethics in AI. Some of the POs are mapped for this unit. So PO5, PO6, PO7, PO8, PO9, and PSO3 are mapped for this unit. So first, let us discuss that is a definition of ethics, or what is meant by ethics. So ethics is the branch of philosophy that deals with moral principles and values that guide human behavior. It helps determine what is right or wrong, or otherwise what is good or bad, or fair and unfair in the individual and societal actions. So ethics is a branch of philosophy that studies moral principles and values. Okay, so it guides people in deciding which is right or which is wrong, or good or bad, or fair or unfair in their actions. So both at an individual level and within the society. So next, let us see the definition of AA. What is meant by AA? So AA is the branch of computer science that focuses on creating machines and systems capable of performing tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, decision making, and understanding the natural languages. So AI enables the computers to adapt to new situations, improve performance over time, and carry out tasks such as speech recognition, image analysis, medical diagnosis, and autonomous driving, traditionally require human cognitive abilities. So these are the definitions of ethics and AI. And the next one is morality in AI. So some of the key aspects of the morality in AI. First one is fairness and bias. So fairness and bias. So fairness means AI system should avoid perpetuating biases presenting in the training data. So ensuring fairness means designing algorithms that treat all individual groups equitably. Okay. So protecting personal data, that is AI decisions making, should be easy to understand, so people can know how decisions are made. This helps users to trust AI systems and makes it possible to hold them accountable if something goes wrong. So next one is transparency. So transparency means AI decision making process should be explainable and understandable to build trust and accountability. So privacy means, so protecting users' personal data is crucial. AI systems must comply with the privacy regulations and handle sensitive data responsibly. And the next one is accountability. What is accountability? So accountability means, so clear guidelines should define, so who is responsible for AI decisions, who is responsible for AI decisions and their outcomes, ensuring accountability for errors and misuse. So AI morality, what are the challenges we have to face for the society? First one is defining morality. So morality, which means Morality varies across cultures and individuals, making it challenging to defining a universal ethical framework for AI. So next one is the implementation. So translating abstract ethical principles into code is complex and often involves trade-offs. The next one is the regulations. So regulations means policymakers struggle to keep up with the rapid advancement in AI to enforce ethical guidelines effectively. So these are all the key points of ethics in AI. So fairness, transparency, accountability. So already we are discussing in the previous slides. Okay, so fairness means AI systems must avoid discrimination and ensure equitable treatment for all individuals regardless for gender, race, ethnicity, or other attributes. So transparency means AI algorithms and decision-making process should be explainable, understandable, and open to scrutiny to build trust and accountability. So accountability means developers and organizations must take responsibility for the outcomes of AI systems and establish mechanisms to address errors, biases, or harm caused by these systems. Then the key principles of AI ethics: privacy and data protections. So AI must safeguard use personal information, or we have to protect our data. So comply with data protections, the laws, we have to use some laws and regulations we have to use, and only use the data in ethical and lawful ways. So challenges in AI ethics. So some of the challenges we have to faced for we are using the AI ethics. First one is bias. Bias, which means so AI models are trained or biased data sets. So some of the data sets we have to used for that AI models. Okay, so using that data sets we have to train for that that the systems. Okay, so can perpetuate or amplify societal inequities. So ethical dilemmas. So balancing completing values such as privacy versus security, or autonomy versus convenience in often complex. The next we have to face the issues means the lack of regulations. The rapid pace of AI development outstrips the creation of comprehensive legal and ethical guidelines. The next, the topic that is impact on society. So first one is fairness. Already we discussed fairness. So AI and automations are reshaping the job marketing by replacing repetitive tasks while creating new roles in the data science, AI development, and the system maintenance. The next one is improve the quality. Okay, improve the quality. So improve the quality of life, which means AI enhances everyday life through smart healthcare systems, intelligence, transportations, virtual assistants, and personalized services, leading to better convenience, safety, and efficiency. Okay, which means so all improved data, all improves daily life, the smart healthcare, smart transport, virtual assistants, and personalized services, making life easier, safer, and more efficient. So the third one is ethical and moral challenges. So the use of AI raises concerns related to fairness, bias, accountability, and transparency. The unethical AI decisions can lead to discriminations and loss of public trust. And the next one is impact on privacy and surveillance. Widespread data collections, and AI-driven surveillance systems pose like to individual privacy, so data security and personal freedoms, requiring strong regulations and ethical governance. So next one is social inequality and digital divide. So influence on education and learning, change in human relationships, governance, and legal implications. So these are all the impact on society. So next one is impact on human psychology. So reduced human interaction. So human interactions will be reduced while we are using the AI systems. Okay, so how to reduce? Right. So using AI and digital platforms too much can reduce in-person interactions, causing social isolations and weaker people skills. Okay. So next one is dependence on technology. So continuous use of AI assistants may reduce critical thinking and decision-making abilities as individuals increasingly depend on the automated suggestions. So third psychology, that is mental health concerns. So AI-driven social media algorithms can contribute to stress, anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem by promoting comparison, addiction, and information overload. The next one is reduced human interaction. So human may develop emotional bonds or over trust AI systems, which can blur the distinction between human judgment and machine output. Privacy anxiety and surveillance fear, which means awareness of constant data tracking and monitoring by AI systems can create fear, discomfort, and psychological stress among the individuals. So next one is changes in self-identity and behavior. So personalized AI recommendations influence opinions, choices, and behavior, shaping self-identity and sometimes limiting independent thoughts. So next one is impact on legal system. Impact on legal systems. Okay, which means some of the legal systems we have to affect for that legal process, normal process. First one is automation of legal processes. So AI helps automatic tasks such as legal research, document review, and contract analysis, reducing time, cost, and human effort. So it can be improved access to justice. So AI-based legal assistance and chat boards provide basic leads guidance, making legal services more accessible and affordable to the public. So bias and fairness. So AI systems used to sentencing or risk assessment may reflect biased data, leading to unfair or discriminatory legal outcomes. So accountability and liability challenges. So determining the responsibility of AI-driven legal decision is complex, raising questions about liability when errors or harm occur. So data privacy and evidence handling. The use of AI is surveillance and data analysis creates concerns about privacy rights, data protection, and admissibility of digital evidence. Need for new laws and regulations. Existing legal frameworks struggle to address AI technologies, requiring updated laws and ethical guidelines to regulate AI use effectively. So next one is impact on the environment and the planet. So first one is high energy use. So AI systems consume large amount of electricity. Okay, which means AI systems use a lot of electricity, which can increase the energy cost and impact the environment. Next one is environmental protection, which means AI supports climate and pollution monitoring. So AI helps track climate changes and pollution levels, aiding in environmental protection. Third one is sustainability. AI optimizes, reduces the waste. Okay? So AI can analyze data and manage systems to use resources more efficiently. For example, it can optimize energy use in factories, so reduce material waste in manufacturing and improve supply chains to less food or product are wasted. This helps save money, conserve resources, and protect the environment. And the last topic of the first unit, that is impact on trust. And the first one is transparency issues. Transparency issues, which means so lack of explainability, so that which means reduces the trust in AI decisions. If AI decisions are hard to understand, people are less likely to trust them. The next one is bias and fairness. Biased AI systems weaken public confidence. So AI that shows bias make people lose trust in its fairness and reliability. Third one is data privacy concerns. Misuse of personal data lowers user trust, which means in personal data which is misused, so users lost trust in the system or organization. Okay, so these are all the topics we have to covered for the first unit. Thank you.